My 2 ward companions are impressed at how quickly I'm up. When I return, there's an Asian guy in the vacant bed opposite. Not sure what's wrong with him, but later that night he's in a lot of pain. The nurses try to insert a catheter. He howls, and they tell him to breathe and relax, or it's going to make it worse. From the wailing sounds, I am glad I was unconscious at the time mine went in, but I do offer words of comfort as I call out, "Make sure it's bright blue, or they'll rip your cock off later." It's a night of no rest. Nurses checking your vitals with comforting "Rosé now" when checking the colour of my wine box. Chris has been sick all night, occasionally making it to the bathroom first, and then an old man from somewhere down the corridor telling the staff to F off. For 20 minutes, F off, repeatedly. I thought if they did just F off, he'd stop. So the night dragged on and the morning shift begins. Chris is looking awful, but manages a smile across at me. The curtain on my left separates me from my other companion. He thinks that the thin cloth is somehow an impenetrable soundproof cloak of steel. He begins talking to the broken Bangladeshi in the bed opposite. "This guy here," he starts to explain, possibly pointing to my steel fortress. "Cancer. Only in his early 50s. It's not good." Oh, the joys of hospital. I am resolute now that I am home before lunch. The morning then takes an unexpected turn, as the same man on my left has been going on about how he wants a cooked breakfast, mentioning it every few minutes and to any person that wanders past. Chris is still feeling sick and is becoming less and less agreeable with the talk of greasy bacon, sausages, fried bread, etc. The camel's back is broken when the man phones his daughter to ask if she can bring the cooked breakfast. By this time, I have laid myself vulnerable by peeling back my protective cloth curtain. The poor guy's face is incredulous. "Oh no, I forgot she's in Australia. When I was there, she used to bring things. I forgot where I was. I guess I won't be getting my bacon," and suddenly Chris has had enough and a full-blown argument ensues. Even the nurses pleading with them to stop has no effect. I take matters into my own hands. I couldn't get out of my bed very quickly, so my referee mode took over. Using my best Korean terminology, "Hecho," I called. "Blue -1 point, red -1 point. Oh, I must explain that Hecho is a black belt referee command during sparring competitions, grading and class training. It generally means stop. Both men looked aghast, trying to fathom out if my brain had been removed along with my prostate. It had the right effect though, and the melee died down, with muffled apologies. I immediately phoned home and said I'd be ready by 2 p.m. Going home could not happen fast enough, and although only having spent one night with the sparring partners and wailing Waleed, they said their farewells as if comrades who had endured time in the trenches. I spend the weekend at home, being visited by my girlfriend's family. Little gifts of honey and teas, obligatory grapes, etc. are all lavished on me. My cat purrs like a lawnmower, but doesn't understand why she can't sit on my lap, or chase and pounce on the blue tube from my pyjamas.